Hey YouTube, Team Treacherous here with a deck profile of Kenny, his Dark World deck. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Alright, for anybody who's seen this before, I've done a Dark World build, but it's changed immensely since then, so I figured time for a new profile since it's pretty much a new deck in my opinion. So we'll go ahead with this. Pretty standard things, of course, the monsters, triple Grapha, triple Snow, triple Brow. That's all standard across the board with Dark Worlds. 2 Silva, 2 Beige, 2 Trance Archfiends. Still love this card. One of the only 2 cards out of 3 sets to come out that support Dark Worlds, and he's just, he's in a discard engine, he's a return engine, he's a boss. I love that card. Spells, 3 Gates, 3 Dragdowns, only 2 dealings. I feel the third one is just complete overkill because there's so much outlet in this deck anyway that there's room for better cards that I could have in there to keep myself alive. Double MST, standard staples, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, Allure of Darkness, and Foolish Burial, Card Destruction. I'm getting tired of hearing people say this card should get banned, but yet again, I open up 4 monsters and a Card Destruction. It's pretty much GG at that point because there's hardly anything people can do to recover from that. It's a damn good opener. Traps, double Torrential, double Bottomless, double Mind Crush, 2 Skill Drains. This card still runs the format. So many decks, if not all of them, except for Dark Worlds essentially, get nailed by this card hard.
Hero Beat.
And Hero Beat's about the only one, but their fusions is what I'm happy about with this one. And then 1 Solemn Judgment. And that's it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck. You got Leviair, Leviathan Dragon, Wind Up Zemains, Gemnite Pearl, Maestroke. Love this thing, picking it up out of the new starter deck. Book of Moon, Gachi, can't go wrong with that. Utopia, Utopia Ray, Shark Drake, which I actually pulled him out at regionals in Columbus, and my opponent literally had to read him because apparently he doesn't have much of an appearance, and 3 level 4s is kind of high for a cost for an Exceed, but he's pretty much, what would you say, Bennett Goyo, essentially.
I don't even know what he does.
Okay,
I have to read him.
Okay, when he destroys a monster by battle, you detach a material from him, and it brings that monster back, and it loses 1,000 attack, and he can attack again. So
yeah, that's good. Oh, Ulysses brought that out against me.
Yeah,
at regionals.
He is nasty. I love that card. Tyrus, Adrius, Zenmaio, Heretic Sun Dragon of Heliopolis. Yeah, I'm gonna guess I went right on that one. And then Synchros, I have Dark Highlander, Stardust Dragon, and I have Chimera Tech still in there. Because you never know, you're going to find that random machine play. Onto the
extra. It's not like Dark World doesn't have extra deck space.
Yeah, exactly. Onto the side, this is why Highlander's still in there. Fabled Raven. Basically, going to the 6-Sam matchup, going to the Dark Worlds matchup. Anything I can do where I need additional outlet or protection for my ass with the Synchro, especially against 6-Sams. If I can go first turn Dark Highlander and keep him alive, I got 6-Sams on lockdown. So that's why he's still in there. Double Cyber Dragon, which of course makes sense with the Chimera Tech. In case I go against windups, drop Cyber Dragon, pop, pick everything, put a big Chimera Tech on the board. The third MST, because back row hate is what this format's about right now. Double Decree. Double Gozen Match, double Light Imprisoning Mirrors. That just made its way back into this after many times of having it at locals alone. But the Light Rays came out, and I don't like what they do to Dark Worlds. I'm not a fan of them. I won't deal with it. Plus Chaos Dragons, if I can stop Light Pulsar, I'm pretty much okay with Red Eyes Arctis Metal. I can run them over with Grapha with Gates on board. No big deal.
And he lost to Light Rays on the bubble at regionals.
Yeah, I lost to Light Rays on the bubble at regionals, but yet again, that was a rule thing, another story. But this card puts in work, because I played round 3 a Light Sworn deck at regionals, and he could not stop this to save his life. I had one set down, one on board, and another card set behind it. He couldn't draw an MST or a Heavy Storm to save his life, so this won me the game my 3rd round. Eradicator Virus, mostly for that, final countdown, because I expect to see it now. A lot more. Pop it, call traps, and pretty much just go on cruise control the entire time. You got 3 turns to handle business. 2 Deck Devastation Virus, Dino Rabbit, Insectors, Windups. It hits a lot of things. It's still good. Just get it on their pop first turn and control their field for 3 turns. You can't beat that idea. 1 Starlight Road, which of course Stardust Dragon now makes perfect sense because I side in all this back row. I need more protection than Salt and Judgment. I burn through Judgment quick. Plus Judgment can help with other things. Starlight Road will protect my back row for me, so that's why it's still in there. And finally, 1 Dark Smog, the other support card to come out of 3 sets for Dark Worlds. This card will wreck your Dragon plays. It'll wreck your Insectors. Anything that revolves around having something engraved that they need in there in order to make plays, this wrecks it. I had a buddy who will not play Dark Worlds because he hates this card so much, and he plays Insectors. He gets 1 Hornet in there, pop the Smog, drop something out, blow their shit up, get rid of their Hornet as well. Pretty much, it's a great control card. You really can't justify having space for main deck, that's why I side it, and I'll side it as necessary. If I don't need it, I won't go into it. But other than that, rate, comment, subscribe. Team Treacherous out.